Hi, and welcome to another exciting edition of Scarlet Betch. I'm Jason.
And I'm Anthony.
We're coming back at you after a whole, almost like a month of wonderful comic book extravaganzas. I feel like a lot has happened in like my nerd life since we've spoken. I went to like New York Comic Con and like met all these really cool people and artists. Dustin Nguyen, who is now the new artist on Batgirl, knows me by name and knows my face. How fucking cool is that? I'm so psyched.
Ridiculous.
I know, I'm so excited. And I got to meet Jim Chung. I'll try and post the picture that I got him to do. I've been meaning to do a real scan of it. But I got him to do a commission for me of Billy and Teddy embracing, and they're super cute. And I'm so excited. And Jim Chung's so hot. Way hot. And he's British, and it's just like, I literally stood in line for 3 hours to get this commission done, and the girl standing next to me and I were just like fangirling out like nothing else. It was out of control. But that was wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah. And she like showed me her Billy and Teddy slash that she had written. It was so much fun. Yeah, so what's been going on with you, Anthony?
I studied for a test this month.
Yay!
Hopefully I passed.
Yay! But I guess we're just gonna jump straight in there. We are gonna start with our. Oh, actually, wait, news. So my friend, I have a friend of a friend named Joe Gonzalez, who is one half of comicbookinsider.com, this really cool, awesome news story place, and they gave us a shout out. I think in episode 399. I had to double check on that, but yeah, he heard about Scarlet Betch through my friend Tara, and he gave us a shout out, I think. I have to verify this, but it's really exciting. Especially because he knows, like, Joss Whedon and all those motherfuckers, and, so, by my counting, we are therefore friends with, like, David Cassidy, and there's a cat in your background.
Oh, God.
But, yes. Okay, but we're gonna jump right in there with some shout outs. Shout out number 1 goes to Batgirl, Bruce Wayne, The Road Home. Just really quick, it was a great Batgirl story. She gets tested by Bruce Wayne. Oops, that's a spoiler, sorry. But I really loved it because this is the first time that Stephanie Brown and Bruce Wayne, I think, really have an interaction since she's become Batgirl, or come back. And it's really wonderful to finally get that like concretization of her role as Batgirl in like the kind of continuation of this mantle. I don't know. Is she like Batgirl number 3 now? I think that's the number.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably been others, but yeah, I think she's Batgirl.
Shout out number 2. This is not really a shout out, but just more of like a yay me. I finally got my hands on Veronica number 202, featuring Kevin Keller. As you all loyal readers probably know, it was announced at New York Comic Con that Dan Parent and the folks at Archie are doing a whole Kevin Keller miniseries, which is really, really exciting. So stay tuned for like 2011. I never thought I would be really excited about Archie comics, but this is really cool.
Totally.
Shout out number 3, Generation Hope. I'm a little sad that it's called Generation Hope and not Hope in the Five Lights, because I think, again, I said this last time, but Hope in the Five Lights would make a great retro band, and they should totally do that. I'm confused about some of the characters, but the story seems pretty cool. The cast is really mixed and diverse. I'm still not clear what Hope's powers are, but I'm okay with a lot of,
She's got power mimicry. And I mean, of course, she has plot device power, like Layla Miller had, where she can be like, no, you're fixed, new kind of mutant that needs me to activate them.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like, yeah, so she's like kind of a mix between like a mimic and like Sage or something, where she can like unlock people's like, it's a lot of like fuckery, but who cares? It's still fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think that's all the shoutouts I have on my table.
Yeah, no, I think I'm not doing shoutouts because today I was like, what should I read? Give me a list. So let's go to the big ones.
Yay! We're gonna go straight to the woman of the hour, Wonder Woman. So I went to the DC panel at New York Comic Con, and JMS was there. I didn't get to go to the John Michael Straczynski's He also had like a special session that was just for him. But he kind of intoned that we should know that he felt like he's dropped a lot of hints about Wonder Woman and her storyline and what's going on. I feel like I need to reread because I'm really lost. Or I feel like he seemed to intonate that like that we should already kind of have a some understanding of what's happened to the gods. We should already have some understanding on who the big bad behind this whole situation is, based on the hints that he's left. I've gone through, I think, just in my recent memory, and I think there was he mentioned something specifically about the fact that Diana was able to walk past Cerberus without a problem. Some people in the fan community thought that was Wonder Woman's, I think she had a Golden Age power where she had an affinity with animals, or animal ken. And they thought that was like that power manifesting, but JMS was like, no, it's not. That it has to do with plot. And I was like, so is she Hades? Does she have some relation? I'm really I thought that Cerberus just wasn't doing his job because Hades was gone, but that's not the case. So there's something to do with that's somewhat has bigger repercussions plot-wise that I'm not really clear on.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's when I read that, I assumed it was because that it was a piece of her prior legacy, like that Cerberus knew who Wonder Woman was essentially. Like, you know, maybe she carries the blessing of Hades now or something like that, or she just has a connection with the gods. I think it's pretty clear that the gods have been restricted and are not able to access the mortal realm like they used to. So I assume it's some big bad. I kind of assumed that the big bad was going to be Ares, but that doesn't necessarily make any sense.
I'm not sure if you saw that properly. I'm so sick of Ares being antagonist of Wonder Woman. I don't think he's all that like compelling.
She's definitely not the opposite of Ares.
Yeah.
If you're blessed by Athena, if you're Athena's champion, you're part Ares.
Yeah, you kind of are.
They're the same person, guys.
Yeah.
This one's stupid.
So, well, and also, I mean, I feel like she isn't. I mean, like, she's not like she's blessed by all these female goddesses and Hermes because never.
I was like, well, but she's not blessed by Juno or Hera, so I assume that means that Hera was busy and sent Hermes? I didn't read that story. And we're getting a new one anyway. Go JMS, make something cool.
But this new issue was really great. We got a lot of great action. And we got to see Hippolyta come back, which is cool.
That was cool. I didn't like how she was like, I have nothing to say to you. 1-page splash fight. Okay, now we're gonna talk again. Well, you do definitely have something to say because this is a comic book and people talk while they fight.
Yeah.
Everyone has something to say.
But I mean, I had mixed feelings about, you know, the content of the comic, but I will say the very end where she discovers her ability to fly was just it was great. It was really
so good.
Awesome. Yeah. It was just like really well done. Like, yeah. So
some quick shoutouts, I guess, before, because we want to keep it brief.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Anole is in 2 comic books this month.
Yay!
Legacy, where he is basically just be blended with the wall and punch people, which is awesome. And then I love his relationship with Rockslide, which is front and center in all of the Protect and Serve comics. They're fighting Mr. Negative, spoilers, sorry. And it's like awesome romance buddy comedy, and that's exactly where I see Anole like thriving. And then Buffy.
Yeah, speaking of being lost and confused, I'm still lost and confused.
I'm starting to actually kind of get it.
I mean, I think I kind of,
with Twilight, but now, to me, looking at it as setup for what's obviously going to be Buffy torn between Xander and Willow, I think I think it's fine. I mean, plus Angel is evil again. It's just everyone's evil. I love it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's also, like, there's, like, the new dimension, and then, like, there's there's, like, Well, I can't look at this flaming lion raven thing other than a Pokemon. It looks like a Pokemon. That's how I see it. And so I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. And okay, sure.
Oh, then it's calling them its parents.
Yeah.
Like, that's the manifestation of the dimension. I was like, what? I mean, clearly it's like a Sphinx type deal. You know, riddle. We're gonna solve it. It's dangerous. It's puzzling. No one understands what's going on. Yeah.
But I do have to say at the very end, I'm gonna spoil this, so turn away if you don't like spoilers. At the very end, Angel, punches someone important, and then his final words are Twilight. And I couldn't stop laughing when I read that because I just immediately.
I love that Twilight is the big bad. I love that you say that, and there's so many meanings.
Yeah. So ridiculous.
Yay, comment.
Yay. So yeah, thank you for tuning in to this issue of Scarlet Betch. We're gonna try and keep these a little bit more regular in the future. But yeah, keep coming back.